DTF is here to stay, and we want to show you guys how to leverage direct-to-film printing to scale your business. Hello, my name is Victor Pena with OmniPrint International. Today, we're going to be talking about DTF. We're going to answer a lot of questions. First, I want to go over what is DTF. DTF stands for direct to film. And what it is that instead of printing on paper, we are printing on a polyurethane film, a plastic film with specialized ink, where you're printing the color pass and the white after onto a film and making it ready to transfer instead of printing directly on the product. Instead of pre-treating a garment, you're applying an adhesive powder on the ink to be able to transfer it once it's done. Think about it as a full color transfer that used to be done through other methods like transfer paper or toner machines, but now you're able to do it using water-based digital ink, and you're able to get really great prints at a low cost per print. After you print this on the sheet, you're going to press it with a heat press and peel it hot or cold, depending on the film, with a high quality heat press. Now, when using heat presses, you also want to make sure that you are using the highest quality. Why? Because you need the right heat and pressure, and we're going to link heat presses that we recommend here in this video. So now that we covered what is DTF, I'm going to go through a step-by-step process on how you actually do it. So first, you're going to print on the film an image that is mostly vectorized. What does that mean? That you have clean edges so that when you transfer it, you're able to see that clean transition between the print and the garment. Step two, after you print the color and the white, you're going to have a slightly wet ink on the film. And that allows you to spread the adhesive powder on it. Now you could do it manually or with an applicator. And what the powder is designed to do is designed to only stick where you have specialized ink on there. That allows you to have nice transitions, and the powder does not stick to the film. Step three, you want to cure or melt the adhesive powder onto the film. It actually turns that powdery look into just another layer on that graphic that you just printed on the film, and that powder is gonna be the part that sticks to the shirt. Step four, you're gonna apply the DTF transfer to your t-shirt using a high quality heat press. And remember, you gotta line it up just like you would a vinyl print or any other transfer right before pressing it. Also, keep in mind some tips. Make sure you use a cover sheet for your press and anything you would normally do when transferring your images. Step five, you're going to peel the DTF transfer after your heat press pops up. Now, there's two types of transfers. You're gonna have what's called a cold peel, which means that you have to put it to the side, let it cool down, and then you're gonna peel that film and you'll see that graphic come to life. The next one is the hot peel. That means that as soon as a press pops up, you can actually peel it right then. And this is for more of a highly trained, more specialized staff, so you know when to peel it, so you know when it's ready. Now, you might be wondering why DTF, why this technology is catching on so fast. Let me explain a few reasons why. So direct to film is actually roll-to-roll printing, so it's more affordable to get into than a direct-to-garment printer option. So what it does, it allows you for more versatility, more ease of use, because you don't have to learn how to pre-treat the garment. You don't have to figure out which garments are better used for DTF, because using the adhesive is designed to stick to a lot wider range of fabrics. Also colors, types, placements. And remember, one of the biggest learning curves for direct-to-garment has been pre-treatment and how to pre-treat correctly. What DTF does is it removes pre-treatment from the equation. That helps you succeed with a lot more garment types. One thing to note, when you're printing on film, you're using a lot less ink because the film does not absorb into the fabric like traditional methods using direct-to-garment. When it comes to making more money, DTF allows you to make more profit. That means you're keeping more money for you or to invest back into your business. DTF allows for amazing profit margins. That means when you spend less to print an image on the film, you're able to keep more of that money and invest it back into your business. You're also able to charge more and increase your margins. So remember, anything new has its own learning curve. So make sure with anything that you invest in, you dedicate the time to learn and grow with your business and your equipment and invest in yourself to do that. Now, when it comes to DTF, it is far less than a traditional setup for screen printing, also for DTG and sublimation. Why? Because in screen printing, there's a lot of different things that you need to know to be able to set up the right screen with the right colors and the right registration on top of all the pre-prep that goes into it. With direct-to-garment, you have to understand which garments are best for DTG. You have to understand which pre-treatments and how to apply pre-treatment effectively to be able to be successful, because that's the number one thing where most people fail at when it comes to DTG. What you're gonna notice with DTF is the investment will be less in relation to setting up a screen print shop or doing direct-to-garment. Now, what I want you guys to think about is what your intention is with your equipment so that you can learn which piece is right for you. Typically, you want to start off is if you want a production equipment that's professional, you want to start there because you already have some business or you have something set up where you're printing fulfillment for others. There's ways to use small equipment, but I would not recommend that unless your business is in the hobby stages where you just want to test things out, because the smaller the equipment is, it's very hard for you to get the quality that you need for a professional environment. It's also very hard for you to get support and quality prints once you own the equipment. So make sure you do your research and find the equipment that's right for you based on what business you want to do and which cycle you are in your business. Now, the learning curve is less, like we said, compared to other decoration methods. And there's a lot of videos that are going to be released to help you guys grow and win with DTF. All right, so we covered what DTF is. We covered how easy it is to get into DTF and how to compare it to other methods. Now, what I want to talk about is what types of fabrics can you use DTF on? One thing also I want to make sure you understand is any types of blanks or substrates or fabrics that you use, you also want to always test. Always know what you're about to print or send to your customers and wash and learn, so you make sure that you don't get any surprises when you select a certain manufacturer or blank. So always do your homework, always test, because that's going to be the number one thing that's going to help you in this journey. Now, some of the different substrates that work well with DTF are as follows. We have cotton, we have polyester, we have cotton polyester blends, nylon, other synthetic textiles, silk, treated leather, and wood, and some other types of hard promotional substrates. And remember, always do your homework and always test any sort of fabric so that you're able to succeed and there's no surprises when you ship stuff to your customers. Now, we talked about how having great ink influences the feel of your garment. Let me talk to you guys about safety, all right? It's super important to have safety certified inks like we do that are made here in the US so that you ensure that you have non-toxic inks that are safe to use in any types of garment, especially if you have accounts where you're printing for kids and sensitive types of markets. You want to make sure that you have the right certifications and that your inks are made in USA to be able to ensure that quality. Also, we talked about feel, but a lot of different garments need to be stretchy. They need to have elasticity. So that's something that's important to look at when you're looking at DTF inks. Another great thing to think about is DTF is highly resistant with quality that you can wash over 50 times without a problem. Okay, so now that we talked about what DTF is, I want to talk to you guys about how DTF is different than DTG. In DTG, you're printing directly onto the garment. With DTG, you're able to print cotton, polyester, and cotton poly blends as well. The main difference is when you're using our direct-to-garment printers, you can actually do both. You can do direct-to-film and direct-to-garment on the printers. Where it starts being different is you're able to skip the pre-treatment process. So there is some benefits there. Also, you're able to print for others and ship the transfer so that they're able to transfer in their shops or in their business. So those are some of the differences. Also, when it comes to a learning curve, you're gonna have different learning curves for each product. Direct to garment, you're gonna learn how to apply pre-treatment correctly. DTF, you're gonna learn the different ways of transferring, hot peel, cold peel. So those are kind of the differences on both of these technologies. Also, remember, there's always a tool in your toolbox for the business that you want to do. For example, a lot of companies choose DTG because they have images with gradients and they require a feel that is the best in the business is direct to garment. If your customers are not picky with how your product feels when it's a big transfer, then you can use DTF. All right, so there's a lot of knowledge we've been sharing about DTF. Now, how do we apply it and how can we leverage DTF to build upon your print-on-demand offerings to scale your business? Some of the best things that you can do is add value to any of your orders that you're already getting. I really like printed neck tags that you can do with DTF. You're able to add more of a customized process, and your neck tags can be full color that you can ship to your customers, and it adds a few dollars to every single shirt that you're doing. I also like DTF for hard to print areas. For example, you're gonna have tote bags, backpacks, duffel bags, sleeves, different areas that are hard to print on a direct-to-garment printer or any other method that you can use a transfer to do. Also, a huge point of doing your own transfers that you can leverage is that you can do print-on-demand fulfillment for other creators out there. What you do is you print the transfers, send it to them, and they place them on the shirt to sell to their customers. So you become a mini fulfillment center for the customers around you to use you because you have the equipment and the expertise, and they might be just starting off with a simple heat press. You might be asking, I already have a direct-to-garment printer. How can I add DTF capabilities to it? So we have a few different options and kits to allow you to add DTF to your direct-to-garment printer, along with training and how-to videos to help you expand. So click the link and it will take you to the DTF kits that you can order. Or also remember, you can always contact us and talk to one of our print-on-demand specialists to help you on adding DTF to your current business plans. So there you have it, guys. We shared a lot of information on how you can grow your business with DTF. Now, if you're ready to talk to a specialist or need more information, you can always visit our website at omniprintonline.com.